Well, welcome back to one more podcast. I'm your host, Gavin, and I have Lance with me.
Hello.
Yes, the audio man.
I am here.
So, Lance, how you been?
I've been good. How have you been, dear Gavin?
I've been real
Respect.
busy,
What
honestly.
have you been busy on?
Well, I got us a marketing guy for one more for film production studios. Got a marketing guy. He got us some. We'll be working with him shortly. Just working out the fine details with him. He's getting us some commercials.
Awesome. That's really cool. One more production is coming along nicely.
Very. Am I echoing?
A little bit. Oh, whoa, now I heard myself.
Oh, how about now?
I mean, it's not so much echo, it's more just sounding tinny. I can't hear you twice or anything.
Okay. Cool. Well, I got that it's like a little circle thing. I haven't done much with mics yet, so I should have went to you and said, "Hey, what's a good podcast mic?"
So sorry, my audio stuff just disconnected. Now I'm back.
Uh, I said I'm not really so sure on podcast on like what mics are what. I was like, oh, I should have just went to Lance and got and asked, hey, which is the best podcast?
I mean, honestly, like for cheapness sake, like just the classic Blue Yeti is good. It like does the job well. That's what
Yeah, I
that's
kind
what I that's what I've been
of
using the last few times, but today I'm on a headset mic.
said
But
that you
yeah.
can't hear the clapping.
Yeah, nope, I can't hear the clapping. Recipes.
I gotta figure out how to do that. I don't know. Maybe it's in the recording, but we just can't. You just can't hear it. I don't know because I hear it in my headset.
Yeah. Hopefully it's all going through. Yeah, hmm,
But
yes.
yeah,
Okay.
Radley couldn't join us. Mackenzie couldn't join us. I'm not 100% on Jewel, but I
Oh.
have a new. I have a. We are officially going to have structure to our podcast now.
Whoa, there's a structure now. How formal.
Yes, I know. I know. It's going to be very useful. But we're gonna start this. The first week I have it because you said Sunday is still up in the air, right?
Yeah, Sunday is still up in the air. I very well might be able to do something Sunday.
Well, hang on. Before we get too far in that, are we all wanting to go to the movie premiere for Mummy Murders 28?
I don't know. I if I'm honest, I haven't been texted about it. Um,
I saw it on Facebook. No one texted me. I saw it on Facebook.
okay, you saw it on Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah, I put
now
it.
for sure.
Yeah, I
Uh,
put it in the Snapchat.
yeah, I haven't bought anything yet. I haven't gone out. Um, I'm gonna be seeing the director soon, or so I'll just I'll if it's important, I'll be invited formally, and if not, then I might not show up. But also, I have a potential job on that day, so it's
Yeah, I remember you telling me that, but I was hoping that he'd at least tell us that worked on it to at least get a chance to go see it officially finished.
yeah, no, it would be really sick to see all the names in the credits and all that.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree
but
with that.
um, I don't know. I am looking forward to it. I also feel like I have seen it once already. It was a rougher draft, but I
Yeah,
I wouldn't feel sad to miss out on it again because I know roughly what it's going to look like. And yeah,
no, I got you. I messaged everyone. I was like, oh hey, like here's this. Like let's go as a team and go see it. But then everyone's like, oh we're working, and then I haven't heard back from Radley on it. But, like, Jules like, oh maybe I'm free on the 7th, and
yeah,
then you said you had a job, which is fine. Oh, but
yeah.
before we get this is before we get too far into this, the podcast structure.
Oh yeah. Let
Obviously, the
us let
main
us discuss.
yes, it'll be after you get back. That's another thing because I gotta wait for you to get back for from honeymoon and everything.
Yeah, and
And
also like legitimately sorry I've gotten so busy. It's just I'm I'm kind of like in the mix of trying to fit as many jobs in before I go on a freaking honeymoon and do all that stuff. Um,
Oh, but
I'm also, or go ahead.
oh no, I was gonna say no. You're good. Like I get it. I'd try to do the same thing, and I haven't messaged y'all because I worked from like basically 10 o'clock at night to 2 p.m. in the afternoon the last couple of days. So I'm like, I've been exhausted. So I get it.
Yeah, that's insane. I'll say I'll say I'm blessed. My hours aren't your hours. Um, but yeah, busy schedules are they suck. They kind of leave you no time to
Well,
breathe.
start in December. I'm going to make a calendar for next year and have days marked out for days that I need y'all. Even if I don't have anything scheduled, I'm going to make it to where I have y'all once a month at least,
Hmm.
where we're constantly getting at least something done a weekend, one weekend, or if I need y'all more and we're all freed up, we can do more.
Absolutely, and yeah, and that'll also be good just because like that's the hardest part for me is keeping all of my schedule like tracked because I've got like so many things on so many different days. Like pretty much every Monday evening, I I'm blocked out, no chance of escape. Like I always have a job on that day, and so it's kind of it's good, consistent, but also it's a lot.
Well, the structure for the podcast is we are going to like the first week I'm going to host it and do it, but we're going to choose a movie that everyone's seen. No one's seen it. We'll kind of freeball it, but we're going to choose a movie like Jurassic Park or something, and I'm going to prompt y'all to change the genre of the movie and at least three actors and try and persuade me to watch your genre of that movie compared to the original. And I'm going to keep points and everything. And at the end of it, I'm going to choose a winner, and that person will take over the week after when we, because I'm going to try and make us do podcasts at least every other week, but at least like record like two of them every time we record.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That I like that. That's also a fun. I don't know. That's just a fun concept that we can play around with.
Yeah. No, and especially like because there's so many movies, and like we could even do like movies we've worked on that we've all like that like when we start recording ours, like we could talk about like the ones on set, like, oh well, we changed this person. They're hateful people on set, and we don't like them, or we want to get rid of that director. He's not good. Sorry, I was trying to get laughter out.
Yeah, it's interesting working like with your half where it's like I have the soundboard and I'm just
I
like,
know.
oh yeah, totally, man. Hey, dude, if
Oh,
you need a laugh track, you can just like send
oh
me
wait,
like a little
hang on. Hey,
message and I'll go.
yeah, yeah. Tell me if you hear it now.
Nothing, sorry, man.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
I will keep playing around with it, but like it has these red keys on it where it's like it says electro, pitch, bend, eliminator, shockwave, MC. I don't know what MC is. And then oh wait, that says dodge. I don't know what that is. I don't know what some of this stuff is, but no. Oh, Mark sent me the second draft of the commercial.
Oh, nice.
It's starting to look good. I mean,
Ha ha ha, nice. I'm looking forward to it.
oh yeah, I am too. But like I said,
Our first project together
yeah, our
that will
first,
ever see the light of day, I guess.
oh no, anything we do is going to see the light of day. I'm not going to scrap anything unless it's just that bad or we lose actors or something. Like we lose something in the
Mhm,
process.
yeah, but it's gonna be good to be able to point to something and say, "Hey, we did that. That's a thing." Because we just need
Well,
stuff to.
especially to put like I posted the behind the scene photos on our or on the website and our Facebook page. I think I did it on Instagram as well, which I know like Radley doesn't have Facebook. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember if you do or not.
I have a Facebook that I forget to check on a frequent basis. Yeah,
There.
because I had to get it for a job, the job fell through, and then I just kind of was left with this spare Facebook account, and every now and then I try to check in on stuff, but I'm just terrible at it.
I'll be honest, I do not like I wish we didn't have to have like Facebook and Instagram and all that, but like that's the only way we really can either once find jobs in our field or two like I mean yeah if we get recommended for a job like you do maybe or we sign up and look online and look hard enough we can find those jobs but it's also like oh here's like some Facebook jobs like oh here's a 2 day shoot that you can go to for X amount of money.
Hmm. Are
Then
you
you go
on Staff Me Up at all, by the way?
yeah, yeah, I'm on Staff Me Up, but I
Have you
haven't
gotten any
I don't
jobs through that?
know because it wants you to pay for, like, the premium or something like that to apply for some jobs. Some jobs it doesn't, but some jobs it does.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, and so I'm like,
It's the one
should
the
I?
school recommended, right?
Yeah, it's well, I know it's the one that our mentor recommended. That's the reason I'm on it, but I haven't paid for that yet, and I haven't really seen much out of it. So I'm
Well,
wondering
a
if
couple
the secret's in the premium or if the secret's in the just
well, like
being well known.
yeah. Well, like, some of them were, like, I've seen a few jobs for, like, Austin. I barely see any for San Antonio or outskirts type thing.
Hmm. Yeah, no, that is something I've slowly learned. My list of jobs that I'm getting is much more deviating towards Austin than it is San Antonio now.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with because I'm kind of equidistant between them both. But also, it's not exactly what I was expecting when I first started out here because I got hooked up with people in San Antonio, and then San Antonio just doesn't. It seems a little bit drier when it comes to film shoots.
Well,
Which,
that or there's so many people that are doing it that there's so many crew hands down here that there's not any work.
yeah,
Name of the podcast: Our Brutal Lives of Working in the Film Industry.
exactly. The pains of being in the film industry. It's it
Uh,
it's good. It parts of it are very fulfilling. Like that one shoot that we got to go on, Gavin. That was fun. The 48-hour film festival shoot.
oh yeah, I like those, and we're going to film something like that for next year as one more film production. We're gonna throw our hat into a 48-hour film project.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I love doing that. Also, I don't know. Projects are fun. When you get on a project and you all problem solve together and you do that, like that, the collaborative part of it is fun. There is definitely, depending on the project you're on, like messing up uh, on like a professional production, as it were. That sucks. It is the worst feeling in the world because the pressure is so high on anything where it's like I want to be known. I want this on my resume and not worry about it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, I got you. I mean, I'm like in the same way as you, because like especially like working on oh when that fridge wasn't plugged in. I hate to bring up sore news for you, but like when that fridge wasn't plugged in and I saw your face just like kind of like go into like freak out mode. It's like wow, he really cares about like getting this stuff good, but he's
Hmm. Yeah, that was that was my worst day on set ever. For any, I don't think there are any laymen listening to this, but basically, as sound man, I have to control all the sounds in any building, and so if you're in a, say, restaurant with very loud fridges, you want those off, at least while you're shooting. If you forget to turn them back on, you are in big trouble. That is not a good thing. And typically people learn through failure, and I definitely learned one time. It honestly didn't turn out bad. Never heard back from it, and it never, like, I think everything inside of it, nothing spoiled. So I think everything was good. But golly, that was scary.
yeah, yeah, because I think that was like it was after Thanksgiving and it was like our first full official. Well, y'all were there a day ahead of me because I was not. I don't know if I wasn't informed or if like I was expecting a shoot, and then nothing came up, and I never got a text message. And I had to message our mentor because I think I saw someone post on Facebook like behind the scenes, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't told about the shoot. I would have been there if I would have known. And then it was my first day back in after holiday. I just saw your eyes widen. You're like, I messed up. I'm like, how did you mess up? And then I overheard. I was like, oh no,
Yeah,
this is gonna be the fridge episode.
oh yes, this is our fridge episode. Every good podcast needs.
We're gonna read in the comments. Lance, is the fridge okay?
Don't worry, guys. The fridge is okay now. Everything turned out well in the end. My fridge stories are much less sad than others.
They're not like Bob's from Distractables on where he goes into a violent raging.
Yeah, no, we don't have a catastrophe tale. This is more of a oopsie poopsies messed up, but everything turned out all right. Golly, please, everyone ignore the oopsie poopsies. That's not a phrase I want to be known for.
I'm gonna make it a T-shirt.
No, not the oopsie poopsies T-shirt. That's not what we're aiming for.
Oh no. That's what we're aiming for. Like that is high quality content right there, buddy.
Dang it.
The oopsie poopsie shirt and the nightlight Bradley, where I really want to make. I want to make that.
Oh my
god. The only thing I want to make is that I want to make it a keychain flashlight, and it's just Radley. Like the switch on Radley is his hat, like the back of his hat that he wears, and just have it where like when they click it, the hat goes down. When they unclick it, it goes up, but it takes a half a second.
And sometimes you accidentally turn it on twice. That's the joy of it. Sometimes it's just like doubly bright, and sometimes it's just normal.
That or we just need the nightlight just to have Radley's profile picture on it. Oh,
or sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I don't have my phone near me where I can look at the dates that you're scheduled off, but we need to get professional photos done by December.
Yeah, I looking after I'm back. I'm kind of free. I have like there's a week, 15th, 16th, 17th. Yeah, no, I don't know if I've even sent it. Let me make sure I told you. I just want to.
You sent me a lot of dates, but like
I know there's one more I got scheduled for. I'm sorry. This feels like horrible news, but I'm also
like you're already busy. No, don't leave me. No, please no.
Don't be busy.
Don't have a hang on, wait.
Also, by the way, I want to point out I am like saying, hey, if you need like PAs or anything. Oh wait, what's going on?
No, I was trying to find the crying thing and I accidentally hit the gun one, the kiss sound.
I heard like a weird muffled noise, and I was like, "What is going on?"
That is the kiss. That is the kiss sound, actually.
Oh my gosh!
You got the end of it.
Well, that's great. I'm glad I heard at least some of it.
Did you hear crows?
No, I didn't hear anything. I literally, it's just that one muffled, like, apparently end of the kiss sound. That was so weird.
Okay, well, it says, okay, so like on my panel, like on this little touchpad, is cheer, embarrassed, gun, despise. More. That's copyrighted.
I heard that one.
Oh, you heard that one?
Why is that the one that I can hear?
I don't know. Hang on, what's this one? Did you hear that one?
No, I think I had to like be like talking over you for me to hear it for some reason.
Well, that's lovely. But like the cheer is we clap.
The what?
Clap and cheer are like almost identical on it. But like the embarrassed one is just a bunch of birds.
I'm sending you. Sorry.
I don't have my phone on me, dude.
No, it's okay. I'm just sending you the the updated date because it's extending one of the
Oh, okay, cool.
uh
But yeah, I'm gonna look at your dates and I'm going to schedule something that is mandatory for all of us, and we're all just gonna meet up, do the professional shoots. We'll do a short, do a podcast, and keep going. But I know you're busy. I told everyone they could freelance for the rest of the year, and then I'm gonna have the calendar by December. Dang, I gotta give all y'all shirts. Y'all haven't came and got shirts. Mackenzie's the only one.
dude, I'm sorry. I want to pick up with
Okay.
I want to be able to start repping like our own stuff because like I've been like, and I'm not throwing shade anywhere, but there's been multiple places that are like, oh yeah, no, you're gonna get like a production shirt, and I'm so stoked to get a production shirt. But I think it's been like 3 or 4 productions I've been on, and they're like, yeah, no, we're gonna get crew shirts. I have not seen one crew shirt come out of this.
I said it. I'm the only one that has gotten it done. I am the best.
Exactly. No, this is what sets you above the rest, Gavin.
Oh,
Okay.
but I also get to make this announcement as of I think after the 9th of October. One more film production. We have the one more podcast. We have our film production as well, but we are also going to get our official gaming channel up and going
Oh
as
yeah.
of the I think it'll be the week of the 9th, and I'm going to make the first game memorable. I wanted to record it on the 8th, and if you're still available, we still might record it on the 8th and see if I can't grab as many people as I can after they get off work. And we're going to either play Jackbox games or Mario Kart or something,
Oh, that could be
or
fun.
oh yes, or for our first gaming episode, I'm going to replay a New Game Plus Spider-Man right before the second
Yes.
one. That way everyone's ready for it, and we can all go, and that way we can when the second one drops and we sit down. I want to do that too at some point when all where me, you, and Riley are free. I want us to
Mhm.
sit down on the couch and just take turns playing missions and play through all of Spider-Man 2.
That would be so sick. Yeah. Even if a little bit over like my honeymoon or anything, like even if you started it or something, like I would love to just jump it just because it's so fun playing games with people as opposed to like just playing them alone in solitude. Like
Yeah,
having
play
someone
as
just to
well.
sit there with you.
Oh, I'm going to play Spider-Man 2. I'm going to play that probably most of the way through on my own. Like, because
Hmm.
I just like I want to know the story, and like I'm weird, and if you know, like the first one, you get your first suit, it gets torn up. You go to the where he's working with Doc Ock, and
Hmm.
you get the white spider on him. Well, then like the anti-Ock suit is the last suit you wear in the game officially. Dude, I wore that like that. I played the game all the way through, and that suit was the ending when you start like I started doing the DLCs. I just wore the Doc Ock suit, the anti-Ock suit. That's the only thing I wore. I just play like the first round of games. I just play with the costume it gives you.
That I think that's fun because like it's the only way to start the game with that suit. That's like kind of I don't know that almost like feels like a true I don't know a true I don't know like a eh, I don't know the most pure New Game Plus experience.
Oh yeah, well, and like when I replay the first Spider-Man, I'm most likely like when you get to choose like which suit we're doing. I'm probably going to do either Andrew Garfield's or Tobey Maguire's suit and go through the game with it.
Hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah, 'cause I think there's either that or it's really good mods. Like because I feel like you can choose which costume you start with at that point. Actually, in New Game Plus.
Hmm. Yeah. No. The what's the Oh yeah. By the way, while we're talking about the anti-ox suit, I just a quick little throwaway because we're talking about it. It has like some of my favorite like eye animations out of any of the suits. Just because it
Well,
for some reason
100%.
like it has like the more pointed lenses as well, like more Sam Raimi style. But also, it's just so well animated. Like whenever he squints, it's so smooth. I don't know. It just looks great. Props to you, Insomniac. Your design team is amazing. I don't know. The new suits as well that they're doing on like for the new Spider-Man game, it's like all of it looks amazing. Like costume design in general, like for movies, for everything, is so important. And so like the fact that every suit that aside from like the ones where they obviously want it to look animated for some, for fan service, every suit looks so realistic. And that's like,
That's what.
I don't know,
But
it's a good thing to do. Like with even like with the Ben Affleck suit, like for Batman, when you can make a suit look realistic in a way, like it looks like Kevlar, it looks kind of more gritty, but it's like that's a great way, a good example of how to do a like a I don't know, a fan servicey suit that also looks like it could be real, and that's a really impressive thing for studios to do. And I think it's important to keep the tone. Like if you're doing a serious toned game where you want stakes to be real, having everything being grounded is very important.
yeah, it's like that's why like when we were talking about during the Spider-Man podcast episode, I was like, I really hope that they add all the suits to the second game. At least make them, maybe not all of them, but at least like make Sam Raimi's Amazing Spider-Man's, Tom Holland's, and that anti-Ox suit. Those would just be my picks. Have them, or and the Scarlet Spider, Ben Riley's, like have them in the either as unlockables, at the end of game.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, like they've already teased the Sam Raimi suit, and in a like in one of the showcases they did, they showed off
The
the
Venomized one.
yeah, and so I don't. It's already looking like they're doing. I don't know. Like the fact that there's as many suits as they're doing, and now there's color wheel options. I'd be fine with them cutting a few too. That's the other thing. So like the fact that they put this many suits in the game is I don't know. It's uh, they're just very in touch with what the fan base wants. They don't want you to just like take away things that we enjoyed from the first game. Like you don't even have to change the game; just add to it, and that's where I don't know. It's like the like the people that were like, oh my gosh, like Tears of the Kingdom is just Breath of the Wild 2. It's just exactly the same. It's like no, they added to it. That's the you liked the first game, didn't you? Why don't you want more and better? That's what a sequel should do. That's a good. I don't know. It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
blows
yeah,
my.
yeah. I liked it. I mean, I haven't played all of it yet because I'm going back through the first one. Apparently, if you this is what I've heard. I don't know how true it is because I haven't looked further into it. But apparently, if you beat the first one and before you play the second one, there's and you have to like do it all the way through, like go all the way through the game and get over. I think you have to get over 80% of the game completed, like fully, and you unlock something in the second one. Like I said, I don't know how true that is, so it's just a rumor that I heard before when Tears of the Kingdom, like right before it dropped, and
Mhm.
I never looked back into it.
Yeah, well, in worst case scenario, you spend more time playing a fun game. Like it's like there's
Yeah,
really no downside. I don't know. And I don't to kind of link it in. I do think the bridge between game and movie is becoming fascinatingly slim. Like there are like I can say like there are definitely games that have come out that have impacted me more than films. Like the last year of films that I've watched, not saying all of them are bad, but like I've had games that have impacted me more than like almost an entire year of films. And obviously,
well,
yeah, good.
look at Hogwarts Legacy. Like I just now got back into that game after taking like a back burner break on it, dude. That makes me want to go like rewatch the Harry Potter movies again. Like I don't
Hmm.
want to go to the movie theaters and go see another game. I just want to play Hogwarts Legacy and rewatch Harry Potter.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like video games sometimes grasp the medium better than other media does because I mean, if you look at other media, they're really just trying to get your attention and hold it just for long enough for them to finish doing what they're doing. And
Well,
like I don't know, movies run on how long are they in the theater? We need to get people in seats for that long. And that's kind of the the long and short of it. Like at least big budget movies. Smaller budget movies, it's literally just make a good movie and try to sell it to people.
oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, and then like don't get me wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong. Growing up, did you? I mean, granted, you probably grew up with the original Xbox 360 stuff like that. Was there ever a point in time, which, granted, this might be just a fuzzy memory, and I don't remember all that well, but I could swear like old video games used to have like upcoming games, like coming soon commercials before the game even
Yes.
launched. Was that a
Yeah.
thing?
No, no, no. I told like again, that could be fuzzy memory for me too, but I feel like that's definitely true. They definitely I played the Lord of the Rings the Two Towers. It's classic PlayStation 2 game. Um but like one of like on the menu, I believe that there was like an extras menu and it was just like advertising for the next game that came out, which was Return of the King. And it was like I don't know. It's so funny how games have kind of evolved past that. It's like the classic Disney um like when you plug in the disc, it would like do like four like over like
Did you
it
for
was
like
over five,
4 or 5 logos?
yeah, like 4 or 5 logos, and then like it would also play like ads for other Disney movies or something. I swear like this happened. When you plug in the disc, it like for like 5 minutes there'd be like other movies like you've seen Lady and the Tramp, but have you seen this? And it's like I don't know. The
Okay, so I'm glad I'm not
advertising's
crazy,
so different.
which I'm not 100% sure what that is because I never really got to do the editing during school. I just kind of showed up, hit a button on the camera.
Hmm. Yeah, it that is one downside of, and I honestly do think the way we've done it has been it's been a good way to get into the industry, but also I do think that that is one downside is we don't we know how to do the job, but we don't really know how to do everyone else's job. That's why that is kind of why we found specializations. Like I learned how to do sound mixing. That's like all I learned how to do though. I hyper focused on that, and it's not like I couldn't help with lights, but also I couldn't set it so it looks perfect. Like I couldn't do as good as like anyone else at that. Or well, I can do better than some people, but or like how to PA. I can PA. I'm good at gophering, but I definitely would not be great at being a cinematographer.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
like
it's
being
good.
being in our school mentorship thing. Like we all learned something and we all got a lot out of it, but like that like very limits us in like what categories we're going to be good at if we go to like another company or if we go somewhere else. Like I love being behind the camera. I know what shots could be better and what I'm looking for. But like if someone asked me, "Hey, throw that light to where I don't have a shadow on his back," well, in my head, okay, well, how do we do that? Like, do I need to put it on the right side? Do I need to put it on the left? Or even like, okay, well, we want a close up on, we want the sound to, not go in the red like normal, but like we want the sound to be very limited on how we go up and down with everything. I don't know how to do that. That's why I grab you.
Yeah, no, and I don't know, and a lot of that is like just kind of learned trial, like I don't know, trial and error, and you get through it, and that's why it is good the way we did it. That's like the best thing that comes out of it is because we got to do trial and error on stuff. And I will say, like I definitely am prone to stressing out and adding additional anxiety to things. That is something I am prone to do. And like that really like pumps the anxiety up to like 1,000 because of I don't know, just how like to you it feels high stakes because this is you're learning it and you're doing trial and error, you're gonna mess stuff up. But as the process goes on and like you do mess stuff up, you feel terrible and I don't know, like you might get told like shoot out a little bit, but after you're done with it, you will kind of be more confident and you'll know exactly what to do and it gets better.
Yeah, the only downside that I will say that I had was kind of really school. I mean, the after part, you kind of like I was saying, like yeah, it affects our jobs, but like also like all of us, like me, you, and Riley working together, and especially if you look at like our first project where we all worked on it from start to end, basically all together. It was after school, after I started school, but that project we flew through that. Like all of us working together, like you on sound, me on camera, Radley on lights. Like we flew through that and we worked like a well-oiled machine. Like I don't think we had a mess up besides that one night when we had the actual cops called on us.
Yeah.
And
Aside
that
from
was
that one thing, yeah. I mean, like honestly, like, we did do pretty good. I don't like, and that's the other thing. Like finding people that you can work with and work with well, it does make the process go so much smoother. And I don't know, like after my stressful fridge incident, like Radley, like texted me after, and honestly, that meant the most to me, just because like like the I don't
I'm pulling up my YouTube because I'm linked to the the channel one on my phone.
know.
We went up to 8 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
Yep, yep, we are killing it. How many views? Our first podcast episode, we have 33 views, 15, 5, and then one. Because the fourth one dropped Friday. So like we need to like I need to post that on Facebook, like the third and the fourth one, and it'll get people to listen to it. But yeah, no, I'm real excited to actually have a podcast with some structure now. Because I just thought of it. I was like, that's gonna be such a cool concept and fun concept for all of us where we're constantly thinking and we choose a winner at the end of every podcast to start the next one.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
name
and
this episode. The rules of our structured podcast for future episodes and the
that's
fridge.
and fridge, of course. Yeah, the rules for future episodes, not this one. We can,
I know. I mean, I would love to do this one, but there's only two of us.
yeah, exactly.
But no, it's gonna be no, it's gonna be fun. I want to get oh, I've heard the name of them, the Go XLERs or something. Like it's
Oh
like a
yeah,
bunch of
Go XLRs.
yeah. I heard those are good, but I also heard those things are expensive.
Yes, they're great for kind of on the fly sound mixing while you're doing things. I got a mini. It's basically a Go XLR in the sense that it's sound mixing for your computer. So
Yeah,
to put it in layman terms, Go XLR but small.
yeah. Well, like I know, like because I was probably gonna ask because I know you can stream up to an hour. You have to delete it though. But like, if all of us start doing start helping out with like the gaming one, where like, oh, we have some free time. I'm gonna record because you can send it to Twitch and record it, and you can save it to your laptop. Save it and just send it to me, and I'll edit it down. Like, I'm gonna play for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and get a 10-minute video out of it, but still post it. That'll help the channel too. 'Cause people are gonna start watching and doing stuff, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you need to play Fall Guys or you need to do this." Like, I've uh man that called me, dude called
But
no, Timu. Have you heard of that? The little, it's on like, and we are not advertised by anything. By the way, to the audience, we are not. That we are just talking about things. We are not sponsored by anybody. We are
yeah.
just listening to episodes and just we're just talking. But
Hmm.
Timu, it's like a kind of like Wish. You know what Wish is? That app where you can buy stuff online for like really cheap.
Yeah, and you get fun stuff. Yeah.
You get junk. Let's just be honest. You if you order off of Wish or Geek or something, that like okay, let's say you buy a microphone for $1. That is a piece of garbage. Like that thing has static. That thing doesn't work. It is garbage.
Hmm.
I will be honest. Timu, like this is the I think ads are all over the place with it. But that I ordered the mic and I ordered an 18 terabyte hard drive. So like I started moving like all of our like the movie files and stuff over. Dude, that stuff is working like a masterpiece. Like that 18 terabyte drive is going to last us a while. And I'll
Well,
always
that's
have our
awesome.
episodes. It's actually high quality stuff. Like it's pretty good stuff. Like I ordered a phone charger and a magnet for the back of my phone to it's a portable charger, but when you stick it to the case, it charges it. And I got a 3-in-1 charger where I plug just one cord into the wall that charges my watch, my AirPods, and my phone all at the same time.
Wow, that's actually sick. I've been looking for something that a website that's helpful like that.
Yeah, I recommend a good Timu. Like it's worth it. But
Yeah, that's actually awesome.
but and they're fairly cheap. I think I say fairly cheap. Like I think like they have switches on there for like $300. So, like it's expensive, but it's not like too bad. It's doable. But
Yeah, it's much better.
yeah, which I only have 3 days for. I only have to work 3 more overnight jobs to be done with Walgreens. So happy, dude. Like you have no
That's
way
great.
on like I do not like working from 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. If I'm gonna do that, or I work at one job and work that many hours, that way I can just go home and I make more money so I can pay y'all guys. Because like, don't get me wrong, like I don't mind getting the funding, but like it's just been us working on it, and I'm broke. And I had to go get a new car. Like I'm glad I got a job that pays more and gives me more hours.
Yeah. I mean that it is kind of the balance of doing what you want to do and working on that path and also getting money.
Oh
And
yeah,
I don't know, it's a totally I don't know. It's impossible to prepare for kind of, but it is I don't know. As soon as you can kind of get it somewhat making sense, it
yeah.
it,
Yeah,
it
no, I understood you. Mm. But like it's crazy, like on how quickly life is like. Hey, you know what? You paid off that Jeep. Well, we're gonna make sure it breaks down.
great.
I'm
Thanks,
like,
guys. Yeah.
I just woke up like, really? Like I said, hit me where it hurts, not my wallet.
Yeah, yeah.
Strike me down, Zeus.
Yeah. You just hear thunder in the background.
If I will put thunder in the background just for that.
Oh, thank goodness.
I will play that feel like but no, like I know Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. I've heard rumors on Twitter just because of like the channels I follow that they are going to have a showcase in like 2 weeks.
That would be awesome. I've been waiting to hear stuff from that
Yeah, yeah, same.
that
Like
game for so long.
we saw gameplay like once, and then they just said, "No, no, we're gonna go back and rework it." And I'm like, oh, "Y'all been reworking on it for, I think, the last. I was still working at Planet Fitness last year, and that was June of last year when they had that showcasing, and I left Planet Fitness like last September. So it's been over a year they've been working on it, and we've heard nothing. Just a pushback on release date.
Yeah. It it I don't know. It's just been so delayed. I am hoping to hear something from it because I mean, it looks like a cool project. I'm not the most hyped for it, but it's definitely something I'd be interested in if they would just flip and come out.
Oh yeah, and it's Rocksteady that's making it. I think it's gonna be good because I like the Arkham games.
Hmm.
But I liked Batman
Yeah.
Origins. The same people that made Batman Origins made Gotham Knights.
Hmm.
And it was
Yeah.
good. Like I have nothing to complain about Gotham Knights, but I wish that we had different save files, like 4 different save files, at least 4.
Hmm.
Kind of like how Spider-Man has different save files. Wish we had because that would be so fun to like go through a whole story with Nightwing or Red Hood or Batgirl or Robin or whatever. That would be so much better because you
Yeah.
could actually know this.
It's like every game that doesn't have this extra save slots. Why can't like I get that there might be some instances for space issues, but come on, just because especially for me, I really do enjoy like replaying games or like just starting over again. And so like Skyrim, 1,000 saves, all over the place, so many characters. But if I if imagine Skyrim if you were locked to one character and you had to delete it after you were like to try another one, that'd be terrible.
Well, it'd be heartbreaking.
Hmm.
Like that would literally hurt you. I was playing a game called Tales of Arise. It was right when I first got my Xbox, the Series X. Loved it. Love that game. It's very nice. It's very cool. There's one weapon that is in the game, and it's a level. It's to get it, you have to be a level 99 boss. My level, like when I beat the game, just beat the full game, I was at a level 45 or 50. I haven't been on it in a while. I don't remember where it's done. But I went back, and that's how I found out I had to grind and level up, which I don't mind. I don't like grinding games where you have to grind constantly. But I would play that one again. I just want to get the best weapons in the game first before I restart, since I'm
Yeah,
already so
before
close.
it starts again. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I totally get that. That's I'm not too dissimilar in my games.
Well, like, dude, I really want to see you play the second, like on the gaming channel. Like, this is what I'm kind of hoping to see. Is like Radley's going to play Snake Eater remake. Hang on, hold up. I gotta say it again. Snake Eater remake, guys. It's coming out.
Remake.
Call
It's
back to the
happening.
the second episode.
Yeah.
That one's for
Yeah.
you, Radley.
Come on, Bradley, you gotta listen to this one.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna make them. Like everyone's gotta listen to every episode. That might be like a day where we react to our own podcast.
That's
That would be a
oh
short
no.
our reaction. Like these guys are idiots.
Yeah. Why did they do this?
But you can't tell me it wouldn't be funny. And like we need to get Mark involved. We need to get the marketer wants to do a podcast episode too. So like I might have a episode with him later next month. But
Hmm.
like if I can get y'all like one weekend a month starting next year, yes, we'll get stuff done. But also that gives us time to do podcasts. Like, okay, we're gonna shoot, we're gonna get done shooting, we're gonna wrap, and we're gonna go do a podcast real quick. We're gonna
Yeah.
just do 2 episodes and send y'all home. Do one episode like either before we start shooting or after. Preferably before. We might just have to start early.
Hmm. Yeah, and I like as long as I got nothing going on too early the next day, like we can stay late on the shoot. I'm fine. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just figuring if I get y'all one week, one weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we could do the Saturday night podcast episode, and then we could do like Sunday afternoon because I know you go to church and I do too. So I won't get out of there till like noon.
hmm,
So like we wouldn't be able to start filming or even shooting anything till about 2. But basically, like
yeah,
next year, we're going to be doing like a bunch of like, I mean, yeah, we'll be doing like actual films, but it's going to feel like we're going to be doing 48-hour film projects constantly the weeks I have.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, we got a time crunch, and it's I don't know. We'll be able to we'll fit it in. We'll make things work. It'll be good.
oh no, we'll get it done. And I was supposed to have a podcast. Today's Saturday. I was supposed to have a
Uh,
podcast
is it Saturday?
yesterday.
Oh, it is Saturday. Yeah.
Today is Saturday. Yeah, I
Oh
was
golly,
supposed to have a podcast.
the weeks are slipping away.
I know, dude. It's like almost Christmas. I think someone said it's like it's 12 weeks till Christmas or something.
Golly, what? That's
Yeah,
so
right.
weird to
Like,
think about.
yeah, yeah. I get off like that might be something we do as well. Like, I get off like 2 weeks, the week of Christmas and the week of New Year's Eve. Like, I have to go back to work like a third or something. But I'm like, we could probably film after the holiday. Like, I get off Black Friday, which I believe you're working.
Uh,
I
yeah, I
believe. Let
think I
me
am
double check.
working that. Hold on.
15th through the 18th.
No, no, no. It's like when's the
No,
heckin'
no. Where's my calendar? Thanksgiving oh, Thanksgiving's the 23rd.
23rd? Uh, Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think I might be. I don't know. Thanksgiving's difficult because I know that my family's got like big plans around them, but I don't
I
know. Well,
know,
we can.
like, well, I know, like I have my stepdad's family, I have my mom's family, and I have my real dad's family, which I don't go to one of them, but because there's just
Yeah.
not enough time to go do them. Like, one person wants to do it like right on Christmas. One person will like be lenient, like do it like the week before, or the week after, and then, but I have two families that like want to do it that day.
That sucks.
Yeah, so there's no way I can make it both.
Yeah, no, my family and my fiance's family, I think we're gonna end up spreading it over. I think the day before Thanksgiving and then the day after. I believe that's the spread, the way that we're hoping it's
Well,
gonna work out.
yeah, well, the way like my mom and stepdad have done it, like one family gets Thanksgiving, one family gets Christmas, but like because for me to go see my grandparents, that's a 5 hour drive. For me to go see my stepdad's family, I think that's like a 4 hour drive.
Fun.
So like we have to like get them to like, okay, this week they're gonna come down here and stay, or we go up there like the weekend before and do Christmas, and it's fun. I enjoy it. And I think this year for Christmas I'm gonna be in Bowie once. No,
Oh,
no, no, I'm gonna be in Midland for a
oh,
few
okay.
days. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
be there till the 26th, 27th.
Nice. Yeah, no, our family is big on okay, we're gonna capitalize on the holiday. I do think my family uh is the nice silver lining is that they typically like I think my Christmas is the same way where it's like I'll be busy day before, day of, day after. And that should like cover it. So like for Thanksgiving, day before, day of, day after. And I think for Christmas it's also the same. But yeah, there is definitely kind of a like we're already kind of getting into the politics of okay, who's getting Christmas, who's getting Thanksgiving, and how are we dividing it? If there's multiple days, like how are we gonna like whose family are we gonna spend time with? And it's not stressful, but it's definitely like don't want to offend anyone, and we have old family members that want to meet us before they die, and that's like legitimately stressful.
Oh, man, should I do a clapping noise for people before they die?
Nice.
Uh, but no, like it's like
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
because we hit it running pretty good at the first, and then Riley went into school, you got more jobs, which is fine. And then I got picked up another job, and then it just we like it feels like we hit the brake, but we're not hitting the brake. We're just going
Hmm.
slower, which happens. But like I
Yeah,
know like
it just sucks, like, cause like especially on projects and stuff, you spend all this time preparing them and trying to get the ball rolling is I don't know, getting the ball rolling, that's, like, definitely one of the things that we all are just like, "If we can just get the ball rolling, if we can just, like, get things get wheels turning, get everything working," and it's just tough because otherwise it just kinda slowly grinds to a halt, but it's also I don't know, everyone kinda lets it grind to a halt sometimes, and I'd like that's not even judgment, it's, like, because we all have other stuff going on, but it's just
yeah,
difficult.
no, like if we had the money to where like our mentor, like he was getting hired to do things. If we had like someone that would like hire us to do something, it wouldn't be that bad. We'd keep running a little bit easier, but it makes it harder when we're not getting hired, or some of us are getting hired, but not all of us, to do projects, and the company itself is not getting hired to do a project. If that makes sense.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no,
The struggles of a startup, that's what we should call it.
yeah.
That's the episode title.
Well, struggles of starting a that okay. Part one, and this is just what we'll label it. Part one, the the unfortunate events of the film industry and a fridge. Part
And
two,
afraid
part two, the struggles of the film industry.
the struggles of the film industry. Oh, that's nice.
But it's funny. Uh, but it we will get there, and that's all there is to it. Like we'll get there. We'll get everything done. It's just it takes time, and everyone's like, oh, it's gonna.
Yeah,
But
it'll be good. Again, just any jobs we get, anything that works out, it'll be good.
oh yeah, yeah, and we're a good team. I'm just hoping the commercial for Sauce does good because I'm excited for it. I'm happy that we got it done. And I've seen it, but there was just some scenes that we just couldn't get, and which is okay. It happens. But I have a better way of doing it next time, and I'm going to when I go to drop off the product to the owner because I'm gonna give him a flash drive of the commercial. I'm going to tell him I have a better way of doing it. I want to do it that way in about 3 months. That way I
Mm,
can schedule it. He knows when we're gonna be there. Like we can get in earlier and stuff like that. I think it'd
yeah,
just be because like we didn't really get
yeah. No, I mean, like the constant. I mean, it's the artisan's eye. As you look at your own project, you kind of I don't know. There is a certain amount of well, I see the imperfections because I was their film. Like I was a part of that process. I know what corners we cut. I know what we did. Where like, and some people won't see it, other people will. But yeah, I totally get that.
like and then like well like in like certain movies now like I mean gotta bring it back to I went and saw this movie called The Hill. It's a I feel like it's a very Christian movie or it's one of the Christian movies and
Hmm.
it is a very emotional story. It's about a baseball player that
Oh
is
yeah, I
wearing like
saw an ad for that.
oh it's a great movie. I recommend it. I like you go watch it if you haven't. He's in Fort Worth, Texas. I believe he's still alive.
Oh,
But
that's so cool.
it is and they filmed in my hometown apparently like they got a couple of buildings that they needed for an insert. They actually went to my hometown and filmed over there and they even say Bowie, Texas, so it's pretty good. But
Shout
no,
out to
like
back home.
oh yeah. But like I picked that movie apart. Like just because of like I guess how our mentor was showing us like different angles and stuff and how you showed me a little bit with the audio and gradually showing me the lights, like, I broke that movie down, ripped it apart. Like, is that just me? Since, it's just how my brain works, or do you do that as well?
I and again, I almost try to avoid like I don't avoid the visual side of it, like, but like I can definitely tell a lot better what like when lighting is very purposeful because like that was one thing I learned like a lot of from our mentor. It was just you know like what lighting like means and
Yeah,
like what good lighting is like I don't know, but like with the audio, I can definitely tell like I don't know, like, I can hear different takes and I can hear voiceover now, which it irks me sometimes. Like, even, like, I was watching, old show, Gilligan's Island, love it. Grew up with it as a kid.
good choice, good choice.
Yeah. But, like, they filmed all these scenes on a beach, and you can just tell they all dubbed it in. And it's, like, as a kid, I never noticed it, but, like, now I can't unsee it. It's, like, almost hard to watch. And I'm like, "No, I've ruined it for myself somewhat." Like, but also it's cool to know that. But yeah, I just find myself subconsciously doing that where I'm like, "This is all dubbed in. The actors weren't really in the moment when they recorded their lines." I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just different. It's very interesting.
How come I just like, not to crush your idea, but like I understand that, but how come I just feel like we're going to like watch Baywatch, and I just see The Rock shirtless, but he has a mic pack on.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just pinned like to him, and you're like, "Oh gosh darn it, I see it now."
Ah, there it is. I hear him clearer now. It's very good.
Yeah, exactly.
Moved to a
Oh, so
great day.
much better. I don't know. It is cool though. I like being a part of the process, but there are times when you're like, oh no, this is less than my enjoyment. But then there's also times where
Yes,
you're like,
yes.
oh man, that was great.
Well, like there's also like I go to the movie. I'm like, I'm not gonna judge it. I'm not gonna judge it. I'm not gonna judge it. And I get in there. I sit down, and we get through the commercials, and I get halfway through it, and all of a sudden I'm like, I could have like that scene was like a right angled shot with a close up 55 millimeter lens, and or like that there's a shadow on that wall that doesn't need to be there. I can see this guy in the glass,
Hmm.
like stuff like that. Like I catch more. I mean, not as much as the guy in the glass in Doctor Strange and the Starbucks cup in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. And I don't know. It is interesting when like something like that makes it through the cracks of like a big budget film. Like I know a lot of people are like, man, it takes me out of the like. First of all, typically I don't notice those things when I first watch a movie, like especially if it's something I'm interested in. But it's fascinating to me because there's moments when like it's like watching a behind the scenes almost, like just for like a split second, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm behind the scenes. I'm seeing how they're filming this. It to me, it's fascinating. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
fun with it.
Well, like, did you? I think it was Avengers Endgame where you see part of the boom mic in the top corner when uh Happy is talking to Morgan. You see like the very edge of it in the top middle screen.
No, what?
Yeah, rewatch it. I didn't realize it till someone pointed it out and on Facebook or something, and I went back and I noticed it. I was like, "Oh my goodness,
It's
like that's actually
the
a thing."
biggest movie of all time. That is fascinating to me.
Yeah.
By the way, I will say that is the biggest movie of all time. Don't come at me, Avatar. I don't
I
want
didn't
to
like
talk.
Avatar. I don't like
Exactly.
Avatar. Like, let them come at me. I'm okay with it.
Okay. I'm just threatening them. Don't worry. Yeah, go after Gavin, not me. My opinions are untouchable. Gavin, you know.
I see how it is. Just throw me under the bus.
Exactly. You know, you can take it, right?
I mean, now don't get me wrong. Like those directors that film all those movies, they're great directors. The crew's great, especially doing big projects like that. Like that's more stressful. Like because your movie's going to get seen like worldwide, and you're behind the scenes, so like if you messed up like one day on set, like you had to live with that. And if it made it to its final, like the final cut of the film, you'd be so happy that it made it in.
Hmm. And I don't like the oh my gosh, like this is just really kind of going through like what media I've been watching the past week or so, but
Nice.
um, but I was watching a video with Adam Savage from MythBusters, and he was talking about like how like one of their first big explosions, the guy who was filming it missed like the guy who was filming it in high speed missed the shot, and I've never felt such secondhand just crushing depression in my life because like having been on time sensitive you miss it too bad moments and like knowing oh if you mess this up you are going to be like you won't be able to make it up like that. I don't know, it hits a little different when you're in the movie industry and you understand how bad that can be and how bad leaving the fridge on can be. Like I don't know, it's just it's a I don't know, it's just terrifying.
I had to go back to the fridge. I
Yeah.
understand. Oh, like, and have you seen the slow mo guys with Gavin
Oh
Free
yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't remember the other guy? Like, I think there was an episode where like they forgot to put the camera, they forgot to take the lens off, and they did it, and you can hear the audio. I don't remember like if this was an like if it was they left the camera lens on or something, but you can hear the audio, and they're like, "Did you get it?" And you just hear someone in the background go, "The lens cap is on," and like they had to reset and redo it. I mean, granted, that's but those one, like you said, like those one time takes, like we get one shot at this, and you either get it or you don't.
Hmm.
Like, just like I just imagine the guy on MythBusters, like, we got one take at this, go.
Yeah.
Sorry, the lens cap was on. We already hit the button.
Yes, it's gone now. It exploded. Like it. Like I've had some bad days filming. I've never had as bad a day as that guy though. Like that. Like I'm just imagining my whole. You got one shot before this concrete truck disappears, and you don't hit record. That's the worst. I don't know. Worst feeling imaginable.
Okay, but we do have to wrap this up. But no, super excited for our future podcast episodes where we'll be going over the movies in a more structured, make a competition out of it, and we can do small talk, like we can still talk like this, but I'm super excited for next year where we're actually going to have like a little more structure in our filming, our film planning, and more structure in our podcast, and it's going to be really enjoyable just to kind of get a chance to do all of it again.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Some structured chaos.
Yeah, but I mean, if anyone's listened to this the second or the third episode, I mean, we're pretty unhinged at times. But we're gonna sign off. I'm Gavin
Definitely.
Moore,
And I'm Lance Richardson.
and this has been One More Podcast. See y'all on the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye.